thrilling episode of Lumberjack Bar, where today we're going to make something that you might want for your Super Bowl party, and that is brats. What we decided to do is, I haven't had these for a while, and we're going to make them up today. We're going to do it out in the Weber kettle. We're going to use charcoal. We're going to use some cherry wood for smoke. And what's going to happen is cut up some onion, cut up some pepper, and I don't have it out here right now, but I got some grated cheese, you know, the bag cheese. I'm going to incorporate that with some beer in this pan over here and make some cheese sauce. I remember going to the Home Depot back in the day, and they now have another guy there that would make those sausage sandwiches, and I would always ask for the cheese, and I just love having them. Don't eat them a lot anymore because I'm slimming down. But so we're going to get started on this. We're going to do basic dicing up the onions, not dicing them, slicing them, and the pepper, and just follow along. You'll see what happens. All right, welcome back. As you that are subscribed, and I just recently went over 400 subscribers. I'm big time now. I can still only do 15 minutes though. Thank you to all of you though. I never did this to have any great exposure or whatever, and I still don't. So it's just me cooking, hanging out with my family. Mrs. Lumberjack is doing the camera work right now. Went out, got the fire going. That's in a chimney with paper underneath it. You light it, the paper, and then the charcoal lights slowly. Probably about another 20 minutes I'll be able to throw it on the grill. I gotta go pick up Junior from work. He has his permit but not his license. So I cut up the one medium onion and one yellow pepper, bell pepper. I've already made like 2 or 3 onions and a bunch of pepper, and guess what gets left behind? All of this. So to that 3 large chunks of butter, what's that? I don't know, 6 tablespoons? 3 tablespoons? You can look it up. A little bit of olive oil. I'm going to go in here. And once the fire's ready, we'll get that going. Mix them around, get them nice and soft. And pull it to the side. We'll get the brats, get the brats going. Get a nice little char on them. And then we're going to bathe them in beer and this onions and peppers. There's a little argument I hear or whatever about, do you poke the brats beforehand and then the juices come out, or do you just cook them and they break a little bit and the juices come out? Either way, the juices are going to come out. What I want to do is get this peppers and onions flavor and the butter and the olive oil and the beer to now go back into the brats. That's the way I look at it. Probably wrong, but that's the way I look at it. A little later on, we're going to take some of that juice from here, pour that into this tin, and hopefully sprinkle the cheese in there and mix it all up, and it becomes a nice cheese sauce. I don't know what I'm doing. Idea popped in my head while I was watching Smoky Goodness. Dan at Smoky Goodness, please go subscribe to him, watch his videos. He was making elk brats, and it just made me go, wow, man, I haven't had brats for a while. Notwithstanding, CJ's first cooking show did a cheese sauce with Gouda. Well, guess what? Gouda, $5.48 for a little tiny wedge. It's big this big at the end. Of course, you know how a wedge looks like. I said, no, just cheddar cheese sauce, and we'll doctor it up. We're going to throw a little bit of this in both the cheese sauce and our onions and peppers. Well, that doesn't come out very well. I should have just left it like it was. We'll mix that around, and I'm going to go make cheese sauce to do the same thing. As always, at the end, we'll give you a little taste test and tell you what we think, good, bad, or ugly. So, just as promised, we have the onions and the peppers going, and butter's starting to melt down. And what we're going to do is just get this till they're softened up, and we'll move them over here, throw our brats on, and just kind of go from there. Smelling good already, and that's what we're doing. Okay, only about, well, I don't know, 5 minutes. They're going to be soaking in the beer, so I don't want them to get too mushy. So we'll move them over. They'll get mushy enough. You can see it's a little browning in there and whatnot. A little bubbling going on. We'll move them over there and we'll get our brats on. It's really technical stuff here. You go like that, and you just repeat it a bunch of times. Then we're going to keep a close eye on them. We won't get too dark. And I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or something like that, because they're going to cook in the beer bath anyway. And then, yeah, not a long cook. Figure on maybe, I don't know, for me, 2 hours. For others, maybe half an hour, 25 minutes. So, prep time's really easy. Cut up onion, cut up some pepper, cut open the brats. That's it. I forgot. Cherrywood, as promised. I got a flip grate, but they're already on there, so we'll just throw that in there. Add a little extra flavor. And I think now I'm going to turn the vent this way. I had it over there before because the onions and peppers are there. So now we're going to have them smoke. Not only come up over the brats, but we'll go up over the peppers and onions too. A little something extra. Alright, well, it's a smoky mess, but hey, what we want. So I already cooked them once, about 2-3 minutes in. And look at that, see, it's spitting out. That's what happens. Let's see who can go where. I think that one's ready. Yeah, we'll let that on for a little while. And that one. And that one. So, a couple more minutes. We'll bring it back when we're got them all in here. We'll pour some beer in there, and that'll be that. Actually, maybe, I wonder. Yeah, what the heck. Boy, just that little bit on there. We'll throw that one over the flame there, get him all good and going. Same there. Oh, yeah. Now that's grilling. That's what we want. Now we're talking. Next, get your favorite beer. Pour that in. And you should try to cover them. What I'm going to try to do is nest them in so I don't have to waste another beer. And they're nested as good as they're going to be, so I'll have to waste another beer. But it's wasting for flavor. That's good. I'll drink the rest of this. If you wanted to, you could probably add just water after you put a beer in. It'd be like drinking Coors Light. No big deal. What we're going to do now is make our cheese sauce. Our brats are up to temp. And we'll take this pan right here. Take a little bit of this brat juice. Put that in there. If we need more, we'll add some more. We probably will. Actually, maybe just a little bit more. There we go. Going to add a little bit of butter. About that much. And get that stirred around. We can get that melted and going. We do have some seasonings in there, but we're going to add some more shortly. And I don't know if this is going to work. I have no clue. Zero clue. We're going to add some shredded cheese. This happens to be the Great Value brand, sharp cheddar. And I don't know how much. A lot. Try to get that all melted up. In fact, it might be easier just to start pouring. And I guess I'm looking for maybe a half a cup or something like that. We'll just see as we go. Move it around, get it all melty. And we'll bring it back when we have it done. If we had to add more cheese, fine, which I think we're going to. If we had to add more beer, we will, or the brat juice, we will. But hopefully this turns out well. So what I noticed is a little less stirring and let it melt. And now it's starting to get the consistency that I wanted. I didn't add anything to it. Oh, I'm sorry, I did. Add a little bit of cheese, not a lot. Now we're going to add some of our seasonings. And that was at McCormick's Brazilian Steakhouse. Maybe just a little bit more. And I think this is done. We're going to go inside, plate them up, and tell you what we think. Without further ado, let's put them together. So we'll take some brat in each one. And the temperature on these were 174, a little higher than I'd like, but hey, good enough. At least they're cooked through. And I used an instant read thermometer to do so, some peppers and onions. Oh, baby. Let's get over here. And then we're going to try out this cheese sauce. Alright, let's take a look. Get that a little closer. I think I'm going to like it. And you might be asking, why cheese sauce? Because I can. Some people have asked already. Why? Because I can. A little more there. A little more there. Oh yeah. Now then, let me get a plate. Take a taste. Tell you what I think. Truthfully, think. I want to get in the middle. Let me get a knife here. Alright. Probably going to be hotter than all get out. Let me open it up, get all that goodness down in there. That's definitely a brat. The onions and the peppers shine through. You don't taste the beer. The beer cooks off. And that cheese, I like it. I do like it. I have to admit, I had to sample it beforehand to see if I really would like it, and I do. I think I could actually use a little more in the sandwich. But either way, sorry for not being around for 4 months. A little job situation where I switched up and just was unable in the winter, and some family situations have happened in the last couple months. So if you like this, you might like the Bruben's recipe I got going on. Check that out. And thanks a lot for watching, commenting, and as always, we hope that you stop around here again on Lumberjack Barbecue.